Good evening, sports fans. Welcome to Level Up Sports 10. I just want to start off by appreciating everyone for joining in, liking, subscribing,
Hey, let
tuning
me get
in as we bring you great NFL talk, weekly college football talk as well. And as you see, I got my special guest this evening with me, my main man, top of the AFC North, and the marvelous win this past Sunday against those Baltimore Ravens. How's it going this evening, Parlay Pope? Talk to the fellas. Tell them.
Oh man, I'm good. I'm good. I'm smiling. You see me smiling?
Oh man,
You see
ear
me
to ear,
smiling,
man.
feeling good. Great win. Great win. We just protected home field. That's what we supposed to do. You know what I mean? Like we left a lot of points out there. We worked Boswell's leg off.
Oh
But
yeah,
you
he
know
got
what I
paid.
mean?
He definitely got paid.
Yeah, it was cool. You know what
How,
I mean?
how how's incentives look after Sunday, Parlay Pope?
Oh yeah. Lovely.
Definitely. I was thinking about you, man. Happy belated birthday, man.
Thank
Happy
you, man.
birthday, the whole nine, man. I hope you enjoyed your birthday weekend. And I think it couldn't have went any better with you getting the cap off with your Pittsburgh Steelers and a
Yeah.
victory over the Baltimore Ravens, man. It's just glad
Yes,
to see
sir.
you, glad to have you, man. So I don't know, man. It's just been a great season so far. Just great things we've been seeing, especially in your Pittsburgh Steelers. We've seen the Buffalo Bills take down the Chiefs, and we're going to dibble and dabble in all of
Yeah.
that. And we're
Yeah.
going to start off with last week's Thursday night game, and we thought the Skins was going to win this one. And it
Yeah.
was a 18-26 win with the Eagles winning this one, 26-18. I'm sorry. And what was your thoughts on that game? Talk to me a little bit.
Well, I think Daniels he ain't have his best game.
I agree.
And Eagles came out and played. Jalen came out and played, and they ran the ball. They ran the ball with Hurt.
Yeah,
And they did it with Saquon. You know what I mean? Saquon's special, man.
man,
You know what I
different,
mean? Like
different.
and they got their receivers going, their tight end going. They played a nice game.
Yeah.
That Eagle team right there looks scary. See,
And
that's the Eagle team that looks scary.
yeah, I agree. And with me and this Eagles team, like I've been measuring and watching them week in, week out. And this last month, we've been Saquon heavy
Yeah,
and 26 for 146. AJ and Smith, how they're coming along and doing what they do, along with the defense playing style. And like you said, man, they're definitely a scary team. And I thought this would be a game that they would have lost because when Philly is on this level and playing like this, they lose one before they start that rumble. But this let me know, man, this is a different Eagles team we looking at. And I think
yeah,
that addition to say with Saquon Barkley is paying off in big dividends, as WTP Sports Dude said the same thing. They are very scary, and we all agree with that as well. Anything you notice that I noticed from the Eagles defense was that they keyed in on that Jaden Daniels to McLaurin.
yeah.
That was something I noticed. 2 targets, 1 catch. Eagles is a scary team,
They
man.
they had they had a safety over top of him. You
Yeah,
know what I mean? So they was just taking him away, period. You know what
yeah,
I mean? Like
totally.
somebody else, you gotta go to somewhere else. You know what I mean? You gotta
Yeah,
get another target because they just took him away, period. You know what I mean? I thought they couldn't run the ball like that.
at
I
all.
thought
Yeah,
since Robinson was back, I thought they was really going to put the pressure on him. But they did. They ran good in the first half, but the
yeah,
second half they couldn't do it because they was behind and they had to
right.
put the ball in the air. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
And I think that's tough on that Eagles with that Eagles secondary. You got a rookie out there, McLean, playing great, as well as the veterans around him. And, I think about, them going against McLaurin, going against Jamar Chase. This Eagles defense go against some heavy touted receivers. And
yeah,
you got to give kudos and credits to that secondary because they're different, man. We got to definitely respect that secondary. How's it going, City League TV? Good to have you this evening.
What it do? What it do? I got a lot going on, man. My daughter on the tube and stuff. I lost track of time.
Is she on the tube?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
You know, we gotta pull that up. I didn't go into my live stream yet because I was getting situated for this one. But it is Monday, and I've been checking out.
I'm gonna send y'all the link.
I got
Okay.
them on my live. Yep, I pull it up on YouTube. I've been watching them since last week.
Send it to me right now. Yeah.
Yeah, they on the road. Let me see if I can back out real quick. Oh shit. Yeah, right.
Hold on, I think somebody at my door.
All right, good. We had that Eagles game talking about Thursday night last week with the Eagles and the Skins, and we had the Skins, but this Eagles team is different. What's your thoughts on this Eagles team, City League? Oh, he's typing out. He'll be right back in.
Okay.
So for the next one, Parlay Poe, as he's coming back in, getting comfortable in that AFC North seating, and make sure y'all tune in to the backgrounds that Parlay Poe pop up in with.
Yeah.
He got his Steelers hat on. He got his Steelers background. He feeling like the king of the North. I would say AFC, but I think we're going to be talking about that soon enough in the next few weeks as the season continue to rumble. So the next game we're going to hit them with, talk about, is the Green Bay Packers. They talked to him about the Cheeseheads and the Chicago Bears in Soldier Field. And this was a pretty good game of some young quarterbacks we talk about, and another showdown with the African Americans. We love things like that.
Yeah.
And Green Bay was able to come out of Soldier Field with victory. They couldn't get a field goal win in Soldier Field. They walked out with it. What's your thoughts on that one, Parlay Poe?
They blocked that kick, but listen, I'm gonna tell you something. This might have been Caleb Williams' best game, man.
Yeah.
This might have been his best game. They had that game.
Yeah.
They had that game. But just that Watson dude, what's his name? Watson dude for
Christian.
Yeah, for Green Bay, man. He that drive, he just killed him, man. He killed him. And then when Williams came down, he couldn't get over the hump. That's how they had to kick that long field goal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They kicked that long field goal, but he played good, man. That's probably his best game I've seen him play.
Definitely played very well.
Yeah.
And like you said about the Christian Watson, because I had looked at Caleb Williams' stats because I didn't get a chance to really key into this game. I seen bits and pieces and some highlights, so I went and rewatched it. He looked like the USC Heisman Trophy.
A big baby in the game. My fault.
Nah, you good. So just watching him, I was definitely enjoyed to see him having that type of performance in game and them in the game to win it, losing the field goal. I think the Chicago team is going to be a team that we watch even as the season, increases these next few weeks, just to watch and see if they can make a move in that NFC, get some wins, a team loses, and it might work in their favor. But that's just a great effort on Green Bay's behalf in getting that blocked field goal in Soldier Field, and the game we know is a rivalry and a game that Green Bay definitely needed to stay in that hunt in that NFC as well as that division as well. The next one we had, say it again.
What's her number?
32, right there on down low. The biggest thing out there.
Okay.
Big baby.
Yeah.
So the next ones we had, the next game we had was one I looked at. I thought that it was a mauling. It was one we talked about last week, and we said he was not going to double back and have the same type of performance, but he was going to go crazy. Jared Goff, them Lions, 52-6 over the Jags.
Lions acting up.
Yeah.
Man, they acting a fool out there in Motown. I don't know if it's music going in them shoes and them cleats or in the ball or what's going on, but what's your thoughts on that one?
Man, listen, I already told you on when we talked about it. I told you they capable to put up 50 on the Jags. I told you that.
Yeah.
I told you they capable of putting 50 on them dudes, man. They ain't not taking the back seat, man. They're making these teams out of example.
No, she missed it. She know we don't miss them.
Yeah, like making these kids, these teams out of example, man. Like
She know we don't miss them. Man, it was off an offensive rebound.
With this game, one thing I locked into and paid a lot of attention to, and we spoke on it too, was him doubling back, coming right back and having that type of game.
yeah,
And throwing 4 or 5 touchdowns, no interceptions. He came out, dropped bombs on them. 4 touchdown passes, 24-29. And another thing I looked at was the David Montgomery and Gibbs combination. When you are able to go for 218 yards combined, that's insane. And that's 2 running backs putting out all that on the field in one game on a Sunday. And even though it's against the Jags, we've seen this combination do this against great teams. Speaking of those, Cowboys are one of them. But just to get back to these Detroit Lions, man, they're definitely a team I feel after this performance, if even before, I looked at them as a contender. But after that performance, I definitely have them as a super contender in the NFC for that Super Bowl. And I think we called that Amon-Ra St. Brown breakout performance. He went ham, 11 catches on 11 targets for $161 and 2 touchdowns. So
I think it's Super Bowl bust for them.
Yeah, man. We got to look at them like that $20 million team in Columbus, Ohio, here in our background. If Detroit don't bring it home in Motown, they might be rolling out a GMC and somebody going home on a bad note in Detroit. But they definitely are a team, I feel, as a contention for that Super Bowl this year. And WTP Sports Dudes, he said, them Lions and the Eagles will be a banger.
True story.
Definitely in that NFC Championship. And he said, they sure put it on my Titans like that.
Yeah.
We definitely seen that one as well. So our next game that I had down, speaking of WTP Sports Dudes, Tennessee Titans, they had a nice game, which they played pretty tough. They had those Minnesota Vikings, and they didn't die in this game. We were surprised, myself, and in this game, the Vikings came out on top 23-13 against the Tennessee Titans. One thing for me, I noticed, it was Vikings winning, but got to get back to that NFC threat we seen in the first month of the season.
Yeah.
That's my thought when it comes to Minnesota. And Darnold looked good. What's your thoughts on them, Parlay Pro? What's your thoughts on this game?
Hey, he went back to his money, man.
Yeah.
He had to go back to Jefferson, man. Like, when in doubt, man, you got to throw it to the best receiver on the field, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't understand these dudes. Like, when it's like 3rd and 9, man, it got to be a way that you can get it to your best receiver, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's why they put dude in motion a lot. So it'd be hard to double him.
Yeah.
That's good on the offensive coordinator. You know what I mean? Once they put him in motion, see if they in zone or see if they in man-to-man. You know what I mean? If somebody go with him, they in man. You know what I mean? If somebody just point like this, boom, boom, he coming in motion, that mean they zoning up. You know what I mean? So
yeah, definitely.
So he got back to that, and it was like, I'm talking about they need to get back on this winning track because that division they in is crucial, man.
Yeah, it's pretty tough division, man.
Yeah, that division is crucial.
Yeah. What's your thoughts on that, City League?
Hey, the Lions still crazy. So, but the Vikings, I like them. I like what they're doing.
Yeah.
I like what they're doing, but to compare them with the Lions, because that's what I'm looking at. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
I'm looking at that when I look at it. But I like them. I like what Darnold been doing. I've been saying I like what Darnold been doing all year long.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, I mean, good win for him. Darnold still, like y'all say, you got to understand that you actually have probably the best receiver or one of the best receivers in the whole league on your team. So if he don't have the most targets and the most yards and the most touchdowns in the game, you're doing something wrong. Use him before you lose him.
Right.
You got a diamond out there. Use him.
Yeah, you got to.
But that's why they winning too. You know what I mean? So, you know, put Darnold back out there at the Jets and he looking bad. He with Minnesota right now. Hey, he don't look too bad at all.
Man, looking real good.
Yeah.
And, I noticed WTP Sports dudes, man. It's good to have you in here, man. What must we say? And if you don't know, and if you should know, WTP Sports dudes is like a brother. He got us all in this, man. And just watching him comment, chime in, and just watching what we do, man, is just always appreciated, and it's lovely, man. And we noticed, he said Will Levis has had 2 games since coming back from the injury. He's definitely had
2 good games.
Great games.
Yeah.
I agree with you, man. And I was looking at the Tennessee Titans. I actually looked at the depth in the box score, you know, the whole 9. And I think this Tennessee team is a few players away in prime positions to make a mark in different ways in the AFC, to where they put that scare in that AFC East and possibly even win the AFC East in these next few years.
They're not bad.
Is it the AFC South, I believe. And they're definitely a team to watch. So just keep the thoughts in that, and we'll mark that stream, man. I feel the Titans in a couple of years, like I said about Coach Prime in Colorado, playoff possibilities, and shock the world with things that they could do. So the next game that we had up was the Las Vegas Raiders. I'm going to be putting the score in on the chat as we talking, with a 19-34 loss to the Miami Dolphins. And this Miami Dolphins team, I will say, with the record that they have, seem to be much better than that 4-6 record. But one thing I noticed as well, Tua's looked good since coming back from the injury. What's your thoughts on this Miami Dolphins team?
Hey, man, Tua looked like he done got knocked into Hall of Fame mode or something. You know what I mean? It's like everybody talking about he need to retire. He looked like he done got knocked into Hall of Fame mode. Man. The boys out here balling.
Yes, he is.
Man, that's crazy, because I'm one of those ones that you know, I know he's young, but I'm just like, young man, I don't want to see you get knocked all the way stupid to where you can't do anything. You know what I mean? Right. Like, I feel for him. I know he's talented and all of that, but I feel for him. But for him to come out and be balling like this, man.
Yeah.
Wow. It's like, you talking about some comeback player of the year type stuff. Yeah. Like, this is like some, wow. Like, he really don't even fit into that category, because, you know, he, you know, hasn't really been out for a long time or whatever, whatnot. But this is like comeback player of the year type balling that this young man is doing right now, man. And hey, I'm loving it. So get it in.
Yeah. And he got his boys back in there. He got
got them boys. That don't hurt.
Got that cat still catching them balls again, and you know what I mean. I think Vegas tanking for Shedeur. You know what I mean? Like, that's gonna be a given. You know what I mean? Like, well, other than that, they have a good team, man. I'm saying, especially on the offensive end. You know what I mean? They can keep upright, man. He got to be upright. He got to learn how to slide and all the other good stuff, man.
Yeah, I think if he
he will.
Yeah, like, he got to learn how to do that. You know what I mean? Like, because even though he's still a football player, dudes ain't gonna be shy to hit him, man.
Not one bit at all.
Yeah,
not at all.
Hit that cat, man. Like, But other than that, Miami looked good.
I agree.
Miami
And
looked good.
I noticed he found the new connection in Jonnu Smith, who went off for 100 yards and a couple of touchdown grabs. He was running across that field like he had our turkey basket Poe and the turkey bow going for 6. That's one thing for sure. But man, can't ask for nothing more out of Tua, man. Performing the way he performing. And I know we spoke the way we spoke on him, but that goes to show they know their bodies, they know they self. And shout out to the training staff, medical staff, everybody surrounding him and what he's doing. You know, just pat him on the back and some, man, because that's definitely a talent and good to see him back doing what he loves for his team for sure in that organization. The next one we have coming up, and back to that, I'm sorry, WTP Sports.
Hey, Rob, they still scary. It ain't over.
Yeah.
It ain't over. It's a lot of time.
Yeah.
The AFC is wide open, and we're going to definitely get to a little talk about that for sure. And the next one we had up on the tab was the Los Angeles Rams and the New England Patriots. I didn't pop that score in there. My bad on that one. And that score was 28-22.
Yeah.
And in this one, another thing I noticed, the Pats got some young talent across the board, and I think they're definitely going to be a team to reckon with.
Great.
And I could see that New England, Tennessee type of rivalry building back in these next few years as they build their young nucleus. But this Rams team, injury, like we see in Miami, has kept them out. But I think both of these teams at this point in the season are scary because we just don't know what could happen in the NFL season with Nakua Cup both going over 100 for the first time together. And I think since the first game this season together, first or second game. What's your thoughts on this, Poe?
Well, I'm saying Stafford, you know what I mean? Like Stafford, they go as Stafford go. I'm like, even when them guys was hurt, Stafford was still out there competing. And now he throwing to his regulars, you know what I mean? He putting them right on time. But I'm telling you, Drake May gonna be all right though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Drake May, he a little slow footed in that pocket sometimes, but he'll be all right. You know what I mean? He coming in with the head coach, so that's the coach's guy. You know what I mean? Like, so once the Patriots get this, you know what I mean? If they can get this little draft and get Mayo's people in there, they're gonna be decent again. You know what I mean? They're gonna be decent again.
I totally agree with you on that one. And
hey, they had the foundation.
Yeah.
They New England, they're building that foundation again. And they look like they heading in the right direction. That direction that Moss B talking about with the Titans. I see the New England Patriots a little more ahead of the gun than the Titans with that moving forward. I'm liking what I'm seeing out of them.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, and you just can't ask for nothing more than the effort that they're putting forth week in, week out. Some teams got them marked off, tanking and whatnot. I just feel, just watching them each week, man, you got to give them credit because they plan. They plan their hearts out week in, week out. And WTP Sports Dude said that the Rams might draft Quinn in the second and have him sit for a few years. What's your quick thoughts on that one?
It could be because everybody don't know how old Stafford is. I mean, Stafford been in this league for a second, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Stafford been in this league for a second.
Stafford OG.
Yeah.
Stafford OG Bobby Johnson out there.
And then have somebody like Stafford actually look like he'll be a good teacher. Some of these second string, some of these older quarterbacks don't like to teach the young dudes, and I don't like that. You know what I mean? Like, bro, you can't play forever. You know what I mean? Like, come on, get this dude some jewels. Right. You know what I mean? Like, give me some jewels. Like I see Russell talking the field. You know what I mean? Give me some jewels.
No.
Boom.
I could have did that.
So the next one we had on the slate was City League TV's boys. Jameis returning home to a team that got him rolling, got him up
Yeah.
to 3,500 one season, and it was
Yeah.
Bourbon Street Saints. I call them Bourbon Street because they got a W this week, and they came out on top, 35-14. What's your thoughts on this one, City League TV?
It's just, I mean, it's just plain and simple, man. We just need a QB. We just need a QB. I don't know which young gun we're going to get up out of here next year, but I hope it's somebody we can work with.
Yeah.
We just need a QB. And we need a young one. We need a young one that actually can come in and play like a Cam Ward. You know what I mean? Like I saw some mock drafts that had Beck. Like I don't think that's it. I look at him as a Colt McCoy or one of them boys coming in. That ain't it. So don't even think about it.
You don't like the backup?
Huh?
You don't like Dorian?
Who?
Dorian
Johnson.
Oh,
Dorian.
it's almost kind of like how Brown, our backup quarterback at Ohio State, got treated. It's like we saw you, and we know you got hurt, but like what we saw, it didn't just raise our ears up or antennas or nothing like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like we need a dog to come in here and say this is my position, and I'm going to help bring the Cleveland Browns back to something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To something. They missed out not getting Justin.
I ain't like how your defense made dude look yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, our the defense is tired, bro, because they be fighting. Like even they fought in this game, but you can only fight so much. They fought hard for the first quarter, and to only be down 14-6 at the half. You know what I mean? We were still in the game. You know what I mean? Like these boys is like they fighting. They doing things. They getting turnovers and things. But the offense just. That QB, man, that QB that can make things happen on 3rd and 4th down like Josh Allen did yesterday on the 4th and 2. I mean, you need a dog. You need a dog, man.
That defense on the field is real, though. Long. That defense on the field is too long, bro.
Our whole division, our defenses is nasty.
Yeah.
Our defenses is nasty, dog. All of them.
Yeah,
they nasty.
That's how their division is made, man.
Yeah, and we know you're gonna have to play defense. Our stuff nasty, dog.
Yeah.
Somebody got to bring one home, man.
Yeah, right. I agree. I see I got Mike chiming in and watching. Appreciate you joining us and watching us, Mike. That's a buddy of mine from work, man. Yeah. Just always chiming in, and he's a big Browns fan. And he was talking and mentioning the other day at work. We always discuss it. He likes Jalen Milroe as a quarterback.
I do too. Yeah, that's who I'm talking about. Yeah, I'll take it.
Me and Mike always talking, and he was unhappy with a couple of things in Cleveland. He feels a certain way about that defense, keeping some pieces, but also thinks that if they bring some things in, they definitely could be a force to reckon. But he's definitely had high talk about Jalen Milroe with that quarterback.
They're gonna have to swallow that salary, man.
Yeah, definitely.
They're gonna have to swallow that salary, Deshaun Watson, man.
Yeah. And for me, with this Saints, I know WTP Sports dudes have said David Carr has been playing great since he's been back playing good. And if you notice, I've called them the Bourbon Street Saints.
Yeah, but
Carr was playing.
He a gunslinger. He was a gunslinger. You know how we call Baker Mayfield one of them. See, Carr was the first one of them, man.
Yeah,
but Carr can get reckless with that ball, like Baker can. You know what I mean? But they can throw that rock.
They can throw that thing, man. They can, and it's good because you think of Fresno State, you think of Houston. You think of those teams where you watch teams sling that ball, and this game 21-27, 248, couple of touchdowns, no interceptions. He was slinging that thing.
Yeah.
And then Taysom Hill.
Yeah.
We seen glimpses of that Heisman hopeful that they were talking about in college football with Taysom Hill. He had 7 carries, $138. 7
He was
carries.
catching touchdowns and everything. They made him
Yeah.
look too good.
3
I'm
total
mad about
touchdowns, man.
Yeah, he looked great. He looked great.
Though.
Yeah, looking like a week 11 offensive player of the week.
Yeah.
So, just thinking about the Saints, man, another team, we think about injuries, all that good stuff. So is the Saints a team that could possibly make some kind of push on the upside? I don't know. Just something to think about. And we see
that NFC, like the good teams is they headed all these they headed all these teams, like the lower tier teams.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They be lower tier. Go ahead.
Yeah. And then WTP Sports dudes, also when we were speaking about that AFC North and those Browns, he said the Steelers D is nasty. The rest aren't. And we'll get to that because, man, we seen another shade of that in the Sunday night game, and we definitely gonna be getting to that talk. And we had another banger. Hopefully nephew is watching because I know he was happy yesterday afternoon on a Sunday after his coach got a win against Aaron Rodgers, Devontae Adams, Garrett Wilson, Juice Sauce, I don't know what they want to call him, and those New York Jets. The coach came out on top 28-27. Richardson, I call him Richie Rich.
Yeah.
Had a great performance.
Make sure
20 of 30, 272 with a touchdown, 10 carries, 32, 2 touchdowns. And I think, Indianapolis is just trying to find the right way to fit that offense, get some things in there for Richardson to benefit not only him, but the team as well. And seeing how that defense rallied behind him yesterday was just great to see. Because normally in the past weeks when he haven't performed well, you see the defense slack. But in this week, the defense, they showed a lot of resilience and just rallied behind him. And to see him get that winning touchdown was a great thing. What's your thoughts on this one, Parlay Pope?
Well, I'm talking about he did good. Yeah. You know what I mean? He did good. But the thing is, man, them Jets, they terrible, man. Them Jets is terrible. I'm telling you, man, I don't know if they're gonna give it. They probably give him one more year under a new head coach. But this Aaron Rodgers experiment is not working out.
Man,
they let Aaron Rodgers dictate everything. Like he got his receivers there, he got Devontae there, the coach is fired. You know what I mean? Like, what else? They supposed to have. Listen, on paper this year, they said the Jets was going to have the number 1 defense on paper.
On paper,
yeah, on paper. Yeah,
and we already see what the defense is looking like.
Yeah, I'm saying they for them to be that stout, you know what I mean? CJ Mosley and all them dudes, Quentin Williams, they can't stop the run.
Can't stop at all. And for me watching that Jets team, the 2 names you said right there, I'm like, it's blowing my skull because you're talking about 2 players that literally held their own in college week in, week out. I mean, you knew they was there. They came with a force. And to see this, it gives me some thoughts and some questions. And you know how we get what's going on.
Yeah.
So that's definitely something. And I agree with you with that, man. Definitely something to look at in New York. Do they give him 1 year or do they sit him next year at some point?
That's something big they're going to have to do, man. Because you know what? They're going to get. What if they get another coach in here that Aaron Rodgers don't like? Come on, man. He can't be bigger than their organization. You know what I mean? Like, because they've been having a series of bad quarterbacks, but you got to think, is it quarterbacks or is the coaching? Because look at Darnold. Look how Darnold looked.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He looked way different than he did with the Jets.
Yeah. Way better.
You know what I mean? So is it coaching or what? You know what I mean? Like, what's going on?
Even what is it, Zach Wilson? Even he got a couple games played since leaving New York, starts
Yeah.
and things like that, and
Yeah.
he's looked good.
Yeah.
You know,
But
so
you know what, that stage in New York, man, either the Giants or the Jets, you
it's
know what I
different.
mean? Like, that's a big stage, man. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? They said that media in New York is ruthless. You know
yeah,
what I mean? Like,
man, definitely. And we gonna get to the media and some big things happening in New York and the Big Apple. I'm sure you heard, and we gonna
yeah,
get to that very soon. And our next one we had up, as WTP said, the same thing you said,
yeah,
Parlay Paul. The Jets are terrible,
yeah.
terrible. So the next one we had, I got a new nickname for a fan out there. Well, not a fan, but quarterback out there. And I think you're gonna like this one, Parlay Poe. I'm gonna call him Bo Bronco
Yeah, he the
versus
future.
those Atlanta Falcons. I had the Falcons in this one.
Yeah, I definitely had the
Definitely had the
Falcons.
Falcons. I'm sorry, City League. I seen your screen go out. I didn't know your mic was back in. We
Yeah,
gonna,
we good. We good.
what's your thoughts on the Jets, real quick, before we talk about Bo Bronco?
Trash. Cause look, I forgot that I was muted. I was trashing too, right with y'all.
Yeah,
Ain't nothing to talk about. Trash. Move on. Move on. This didn't work. So
Yeah,
really, and to even to try it for another year, Jets, no, don't do it.
yeah, yeah. I agree. I think it's back to the
But
sign.
so yeah, and we gonna get off of them. Let's
Yeah,
go to them Bo Broncos, like you said.
yes,
Hey,
sir. You said
not bad, my friend. Not bad. That's one of them teams. Hey, look, the parity about to get like this in all of the sports. You know what I mean? It's gonna get like this in all of the sports where we're really, really having some good games. But we also still gotta understand that Vegas is always in control.
man.
But we're gonna have some good games, man. Got some better games.
And when you saying that, I'm gonna double back because I was watching, like, we be. I think I don't know if I know we watch a lot of sports. I don't know if we watch it more than we normally have watched over the years and even in our lifetime.
Yeah, of course we do, bro. We talking about it now. So
I know
yeah,
for
we
me,
most likely watching more games and flicking through more and watching more of the games that we're watching than we ever have. Cause I'm usually just locked in on my game that I'm watching, and then I may check in and see what's going on here and there, and then I'm checking out. But now we got to make sure that we're watching these teams a little bit, so
yeah,
that when we talking our WTP thing, we know what we talking about. You feel me?
yeah,
for sure.
because I just noticed that parody. And speaking of that, like you said, Bo Bronco. You said, what's that parlay? The new school in Denver, the future.
Yeah, yeah, he the future.
Man,
He
20,
definitely future.
28 for 33, 307 with
You
four
got
of them
listen,
things.
listen.
Four of them.
He a new school gunslinger.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He always can throw the ball. You know what I mean? He just get a little herky jerky at times.
Yeah.
You
Do
know
he
what I mean?
sling
Like,
it different to you? And like he got it, like you said, gunslinger. Like,
yeah,
I'm gonna try to figure out a word to describe the way he's slinging that thing, because he do be slinging that thing.
yeah, he's spinning, man.
Yeah.
He definitely spinning. And then with Peyton there, you know what I mean? Peyton ain't just a bad coach. It just like his patience be like that with a new guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You ain't never seen him talk like that to Drew Brees. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like,
And like you said, Drew Brees, people forgot he's coached a Hall of Famer
yeah,
for years on top of years. And when you have that and you have a young QB, I think he's seeing Bo
yeah,
as a Breeze. He's not Drew, but he sees shades of that in ways to where he can make him be great, So he hit 9 different receivers. He found this main man, Cortland Sutton. So just watching this Broncos teams, I think they're a team to watch that could be reckoned with. And we talk about Captain Kirk. It was more like Cap to me.
yeah.
And I don't want to say it in a disrespectful way, Kirk, because I'm gonna still look at you as Captain Kirk. But you need to get back on that captain side.
Yeah,
and do
he
what
had
y'all
a
do in
couple
Atlanta, man.
down games because he ain't been looking so good.
Yeah.
They need to take it off his heels and try to run the ball more, man.
Yeah, and I noticed Bajan, he hasn't gotten not one game yet with 25, I think, plus carries.
Nah,
And I'll be feeding him like turkey bowl, Thanksgiving, Christmas dinner, Easter dinner, you name it. He's getting the ball. What's your thoughts on that one, City Lee? What you think about that? Oh, my bad. I see the mic muted. We good. We good. So with that being said, because I know we talk a lot about Bijan Robinson. I know WTP Sports dudes. That's his guy from Texas.
Yeah.
We feel good about him. And, you know, it makes me think sometimes when you're young and you want to, you know, be that player in a, not saying that he wants to be in the limelight, or you not getting those carries and things like that you deserve. You know, is his contract coming up in Atlanta? Is he still on his rookie contract? Because me personally, I like Bijan Robinson, man, and what he brings to the table. If they find a way to involve him more, which I've noticed they start to pass it to him in the check downs a few times, but they got to just feed him the ball, man. That's like Derrick Henry. He gets stronger and stronger by the carry, not by the quarter. It's by the carry with Bijan. So that's definitely something different to think about. Then our next one that we had up, I thought this was, man, probably one of the best games in the way the game was within itself. I know I picked this team to win, and I have a coworker, and I've been telling, you know, a lot of people about the show, and a coworker, you didn't choose my 49ers last week, Mr. Moss. Why didn't you choose my 49ers? Seahawks 20, 49ers 17. I chose them this week, and they let me down.
Yeah.
But I think just Geno Smith, man, showing his resilience.
What?
Smith and Jigba is a Buckeye, man. You know, I watch sports.
That dude's a player, man.
Man, that boy.
Smith and Jigba, he's a player, bro. I'm talking about, I think that's his. I think that's his new
wide receiver, you baby.
Yeah. I think it's his new favorite target, man. Smith and Jigba. I think
he cold. He cold, dog. He cold.
He cold. Yeah, in DK, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, you know what? DK is straight line runner. Yeah. He is straight line runner.
He's still a monster though.
Yeah, he crazy.
Yeah, he's still a monster.
But Jigman do all the inside stuff.
Yeah, that's what make him complete. Like I don't know what Seattle's problem is, if it's the offense the defense, because they got a pretty good running game too.
Yeah,
like Walker ain't bad at all.
Nah, Walker ain't.
You know, like I got him on my fantasy, and he be getting me buckets.
Yeah, Walker a beast for real. He was a beast in college. You know?
Yeah,
Walker.
That's what I'm saying. Like they got a squad. Do they need to go up another level from Geno? Geno be playing pretty good.
I don't think so. I think they need help on that defense on that back end.
Yeah. Keep rocking with Geno, right?
Yeah. Safety and stuff.
Yeah.
Man. I think they can get better at the safety position. But McDonald, he came from the Ravens. He a defensive guru, so he gonna get that together.
He gonna get it together. They don't got no choice in Seattle.
Yeah, he gonna get that together. He gonna get that. Trust me, he gonna get that together.
And then, you know, when we talk about like certain things in this game, you know, with the close games, 72 tackles for the Seahawks.
Yeah,
that means they made, you know, necessary stops when needed. And you know, for the 49ers, they played a good game. And I noticed that connection with Purdy and Jennings. I think that's something that we're gonna have to watch, you know, at the end of the season, like maybe 4 weeks from now. See how that connection is fared off. If San Francisco's in the playoff, look and see how that combination is worked out. But like you said with Geno Smith, I think you keep Geno going and just find that back end on the defense, man, because we know Seattle and Geno can put some points on the board as they've done this year many a times. And I think this is just one of those games where Seattle was the team to make a statement. You know?
And this is a division game.
Yeah, banger. And the division games this year, as we see, man, it's like they sitting down that whole week. They not practicing because they know what's up. They just sitting down in the playbook and they
Right.
locked in, and that's what they doing all week. So, man, another good banger, and just hats off to that Seattle Seahawks team getting that big divisional win and coming out on top. Probably one of the biggest games that everybody was looking at. You know, everybody had, some experts had as a game of the week. You know, me, I didn't have it as a game of the week, but I think I did. I think we picked this one. Poe, if I'm not mistaken, because they've been playing kind of shaky, as we've talked about all season.
Yeah.
You know, them undefeated.
Hey, y'all picked it over me too. So let's get that clear too. Because I still was I was riding them Chiefs. I was riding them Chiefs like I was riding them Ravens. I got smacked up. This weekend, fellas. Yeah, y'all picked it. Y'all said it. And y'all know deep down inside I'm a Steelers fan too. Anyway, outside of my boys. But, you know, oh, boy, them Steelers made them Ravens look bad.
Yeah, man.
But let's get back to the Chiefs and them because we'll get there. But, hey, I eat my crow, so y'all go ahead and do y'all thing.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Hey, and compliments to y'all, too, because I thought I was right on this one.
Yeah.
And y'all proved me wrong.
Yeah, they came in there, man. They had the game plan for them Chiefs, man.
They did. They
had the game plan. His first pass was Mahomes' first pass was an interception.
I'm texting right now.
You know what I mean?
Hey, hold on. Time out, Poe. Time out real quick. Just real quick. Now, and we got to say this too, and we got to throw this out there too. We know the game plan wasn't for QB on 4th and 2 to take it all the way down into the end zone.
Nah.
You know what I mean? It could have been a different game, but boy, did the Bills do what they had to do to knock off the Chiefs, who everybody thought was going to start, you know, getting some wins and talking about an undefeated team out here. Kudos to the Bills, and kudos to y'all for picking them.
Yeah, they was right, man. I'm somebody didn't. The Bills did what they wanted to do, man. James Cook, he played well. You know what I mean? Like, and we already know Josh Allen. He did his thug thizzle. You know what I mean? Josh can't play. Josh can't play all week. Talking about a undefeated team coming there. Come on, man. You playing different.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Sure,
you playing different. Like, boom. So they came, they did their thing, man. You know what I mean? I don't know what kind of Mahomes we getting nowadays, because I'm saying this is not a typical year for him. Like, because he ain't been playing.
Yeah, and they winning. That's the crazy part, though, bro. That's the crazy part. They winning, and he ain't been lighting up the place.
Yeah,
right.
So that works in their on their behalf and their benefit. That works for them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because he will get his stride. And he ain't there. Like Kelsey ain't balling, nothing. But they've been winning.
They've been winning.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong there.
That defense solid.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you know, for me, I know we called it, and you know, I was still just, you know, I thought about this game in high school, like how I play high school basketball. We had Brookhaven coming in undefeated in the city, man. I think you might have came to this game, Poe, because this was a big game back in the day.
Yeah.
Brookhaven came in the East, man, undefeated, hoopla all week. I noticed Buffalo came out with a little difference in their uniform. Everybody coming out with the white sleeves, you know, white long socks, headbands on their clothing, and just different things like that. We did something similar, and we knocked off Brookhaven.
Right.
Buffalo was waiting on this. This is what they planned for. And Josh Allen, like y'all said, man, balling out. So I think when you look at the AFC, this Buffalo team is always one that people say, man, they can't win a big game. To me, this was a big game to solidify where they at in their season.
Yeah.
Now the next goal is for Buffalo to get a playoff win.
Yeah.
And exceed and excel from there. And the way they played, man, I think when you look at scary teams in the AFC, on the note, knowing that Kansas City's not playing as great as they're usually playing and seeing how Pittsburgh's playing, seeing how Buffalo's playing. I mean, we can't deny that those two teams is not above or at the same level as that Kansas City team because of how Buffalo exposed some things. I think the defensive line was kind of questionable outside of Jones.
Right.
And just some things to look at. Cook played a great game, couple of touchdowns. Knox made big catches. And that man that they took from your Brownie City League, Amari Cooper, is a gem that Josh Allen is lucky to have. That's like Matt Ryan and Julio Jones. That made me think of that connection yesterday, and just having that blanket, putting him in one-on-one coverage is probably the dumbest
thing. Crazy, dog. That's crazy.
This Buffalo team, I think we got to take serious. And when you got young receivers and they're on the street without Keon Coleman, who was one of his targets, and Khalil Shakir played another big game. So I just think with Buffalo, man, we definitely got to lock into this team. And I think they thirsty for more. And if they could play 5 straight big games against anybody in the NFL, I think they would want the best teams just so they could prove some things of what's going on in Buffalo this year. So I respect that team, and just hats off to what they did and getting that win at home against the Chiefs team that we all felt that was great and possibilities, but Buffalo had other things in thought and getting that win and coming out on top.
Hey, check dig too. I see how these owners be hooking each other up, like on they buddy systems. Y'all know, like we in the game and all of this. I got this for you. I got this for you. That's what that Cooper going over to Buffalo, that was a homeboy deal.
Yeah.
Because we ain't getting nothing out of it. And Buffalo got everything.
Yeah.
You know, we're not just talking about a player that's at the end of his career and, you know, can only do a little bit. Cooper can do a lot. You know what I mean? He's still capable of being a number 1 receiver. And, you know, Cleveland gave him up for nothing.
Man.
He a good router, man. He run his routes good.
Man, he's a great receiver.
Yeah.
Can't ask for nothing better.
He's a great receiver, but it's a reason why he keep bouncing around these teams. But we'll see. But hey, Buffalo, get what you can out of them right now.
Yeah,
for sure. The next game I had up before we get into our Monday night, maybe a few little thoughts and talk, was the Los Angeles Chargers. City League and our who they look like THEY, not DEY, but who they? Cincinnati Bengals, man. They let us down last night, man.
I called this game too.
Yeah.
You called it.
That's because you don't like us too.
You said everything.
And we was on the road, so really you would have thought it might be a nice little piece of money.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And you know, for me,
y'all let that Ohio State running back kill y'all.
Yeah, man. I'm trying. Yeah.
I'm trying. It's that Ohio State Michigan connection.
With that Michigan coach, they love Harbaugh in the NFL. They like, this nigga is real. I like this nigga. Oh, dang, excuse my language. I ain't mean to say that. Golly. But yeah, they like Harbaugh.
They definitely do.
They like Harbaugh.
That team, man, I was watching Herbs and Spices, as I call him, Justo. Man, he was spinning that ball, as you say, Parlay Po. He was spinning that thing.
Spinning that ball. Y'all be starting off too late though.
Man.
Y'all be starting.
That's what's killing us right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, we gotta keep coming from behind and all of that. Like, although we know we can do that, but we ain't got no time for that. And it's hurting us.
Yeah, it's hurting y'all.
One thing, I came into the season very, very high on the corner in Cincinnati. And at this point now in the season, I'm very high on a different corner than that corner. And another corner that's hurt, I was actually high on as well. Dax Hill and Nelson. I know Hill was hurt. Nelson. I mean, you can't ask for nothing better out of him on the defensive side of the ball, playing corner, being young, going against what you got to go against week in, week out. I don't know what's going on in Cincinnati, but if we don't get that defense fixed, no playoffs, it's going to be layoffs. So y'all got to get it fixed right now. As a fan, I love watching the games. I'd be disappointed when that opposing team get the ball because you just don't know, man, what the defense going to do. I promise you, that's just how I am. I'm geeked up. I'm jumping around. It's 21-6 at halftime. I'm scratching my head. I'm like, man, I know Burrow about to come out and do what he do. I know Chase ain't going to let – I know the offense, what they going to do. But this defense got to show me something. Hendrickson, I know you the sack leader, but we need more than Trey. We need that defense to come through as a unit. And it got to start. It was supposed to start 2 weeks ago. Should have started in week 1.
Right.
We going into week 12, and we having the same issues. I know we hurt different positions, but it's time to stand up in Cincinnati and play your position. Get these wins, play some defense. And even the offense, even though they sputter, they find a way to will this team and keep them in games, man. And over 3,027 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, career numbers this year, man. Burrow, man, I appreciate what you're doing. Jamar, I appreciate what you're doing. T, I see you. I appreciate what you're doing. 7 for 148. Everybody on that team, even the young Chase Brown. So, I don't know. What's your thoughts, Parlay Poe? I know you're gonna give me the spill, and you called this one. So you tell me what you think.
I'm saying it shows defense, man, because y'all got too many people hurt on that back end. Y'all already know y'all can rush the pass or whatever, but y'all start too late. You know what I mean? Y'all start too late and then try to come from behind. Y'all's offense is potent to do that. Yeah. But sometimes when y'all get down like that, when y'all play better teams than the Chargers with that they have a nice pass rush, then y'all putting Burrow under the gun now. Risk him to getting sacked and stuff. Once if they up 21-0, then y'all know y'all got to come back with throwing the ball, whatever. You're having them pass rushers tee off on y'all. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like that's when you got to get that ball out quick.
Right, I agree. It was good for one thing. I know. Just on a side note, good for the Michigan boys to see they coach. On both sides of the ball. I see why we do like your Michigan boys. I do see why we like them. Jenkins had a great game yesterday.
Yeah, Jenkins is a monster, man.
Monster, man. And I know we hurt in certain positions, but I think we still have, like we talk about on our college football talk, 4-star on top of 5-star on top of 5-star. We have those type of players in Cincinnati, but I think as a collective whole, if we put it together, I think we'll see more wins as this season continues. And as I was optimistic about the season, I'm still optimistic, and I still feel we could get in and be a team. I feel we could be a wild card, make a run. Let's take Joe and Jamar back home where they did big things and got a national championship. You know what I'm talking about, Poe. Let's take them back there this year and get it, not just crack at it. Let's get a win this time. That's a lot to ask for, but that's just me being a fan and me loving my team and feeling that way about them. But it's just still optimistic with them. What's your thoughts on us this year, City League?
It's still a lot of football to be played. So we actually still have one more chance, and that's the next game.
Yeah.
We have one more chance, and that's the next game.
Yeah.
So if we can't win this next game, we need to think about who we want to draft.
Yeah.
We want to think if we can get in this sweepstake for them Colorado boys.
Right.
Oh, boy. Let's go.
I like Jimmy Horn Jr. as another receiver.
For these Colorado boys, man.
Boys is coming. Believe it. Definitely. The last game of the night, of the evening that we're going to talk about in a recap before we go to our Monday night. I got to come to you one more time, Parlay Poe, because your background is very enticing. It's not going to bring me on the other side to be over there at Heinz Field with you, celebrating with the Pittsburgh Steelers. How do you feel after such a big win, heading into Thursday night in a trap game, as you know, with these Cleveland Brownies? How do you feel just as the season continues? Just give me your thoughts on your Steelers this season.
Yeah, we can't sleepwalk, man. We can't sleepwalk Thursday, but what I want to see them to do, we need more packages for Justin. He gets in one play and get 9 yards, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Come on, man. And I'm talking about even though Russ ain't played bad, but he ain't played excellent. You know what I mean? Yeah. But he got us to field goal range when Boswell did that. But we need more packages for Justin. You know what I mean? Because he's not only a runner, you can use him as that threat. You know what I mean? Yeah. Fake like he gonna run and then step back and throw the bomb. You know how they used to do that. You know what I mean? Like, actually, Lamar used to do that, but they turned Lamar into a drop back passer. But that's another story. You know what I mean? That's another story. I'm glad they doing that. So I'm saying we need more packages for Justin. You know what I mean? Like, and then we just need, even though our defense is good, you know what I mean? We just need them to go that extra step. You know what I mean? Just go that extra step. And I think the rest, we got a nice little schedule still coming up. You know what I mean? Like, we still play Cleveland. We can't sleepwalk. Play your guys twice. And Ravens again. Eagles. Kansas City on Christmas. You know what I mean? Like, we can't sleepwalk, man. Yeah, can't sleepwalk through these games, man. And then thing about it is these dudes get banged up, man. You know what I mean? Yeah. This a physical sport. You know what I mean? Like, it's got to be next man up mentality, because our starting outside linebacker, Highsmith, he came back, was doing good. Then he get hurt again.
Right.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So the boy for Wisconsin come in, he got hurt. So, you know what I mean? Now he back. So, you know what I mean? Like, these dudes get banged up, next man up mentality, and they got to have it.
Right,
you know right. I mean? So hopefully we can get this thing together with this quarterback situation and let Justin come in for a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
Just like them RPOs, man. Just do an RPO with Justin. You know what I mean? Like,
I agree. And just you know, as a Bengals fan and as just a fan of the game, man, it's just good to see how your boys is doing, and you know, just word around, man. Nobody even thought your boys would be like this, man. You know how people are, and just hearing the talk, nobody thought Pittsburgh would be where they at, and doing what we do.
Time out. I did when they got Russ. Not even when they got Justin.
No, not
but
you.
When they got Russ, I was like, oh my goodness. For real. On some real stuff. I was like, he's not gonna perform the way he did at Denver, and he's not gonna do that. It's gonna be different in Pittsburgh because it's just a different organization.
Yeah.
Right.
And then when they got Justin too, I'm like, see, now they stashing players. So they can't get nowhere else. Brilliant, man. Yeah, what more can you say about this organization? They're brilliant. They took Justin Fields off of the market.
Yeah.
And it's teams right now that wish they wouldn't have listened to their homeboy, other owner, and said, don't mess with him. The Raiders would love to have him. The Browns would love to have him. And I probably can name quite a few more organizations that wouldn't mind having Justin Fields behind center right now.
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah.
And I feel it's
the Pittsburgh Steelers organization, top notch, as pretty much as long as I've been living.
Yeah.
But I'm still always to the Izzo. But I still rock with my Steelers, though, you know, outside of that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When it comes to the NFL, like I just got a new college team with Colorado because I've been trying to get somebody else that I can root for. I've been rooting for one team for 52 years. You know what I mean? So it's cool rooting for another team, but yeah, let's go.
I feel you. And you know, just hearing that in the city, nobody like I know how you feel, City League. We talk about this all day long, but I think people was more optimistic and not thinking they would be where they at. Some people even thought that they was going to lose to Baltimore last week. I'm like, man, listen, man, this Pittsburgh team is different. I watch football. This is something that Baltimore don't want to face right now. And just like you said, getting them field goals and just winning a game like they did, that goes to show the type of team they are. They got Russell doing things that they didn't maybe have in Justin. But like you said, get some packages in there because honestly, man, he could have took off on a play like that. Just the one he did where he slid and was short of the first down. I respect him bringing him back in, but it just goes to show how great of a quarterback he is. And like City League TV said, man, and he could go anywhere and get paid right now and be the starter.
Hey, but look, let's not get it all the way twisted, though. Let's not get it all the way twisted. Baltimore and my fantasy QB Lamar Jackson played a horrible game yesterday.
And
they played a horrible game yesterday. Did I say they played a horrible game yesterday and they were still in the game at the end of the game?
It ain't like
and they played a horrible game.
Our defense made them play like that.
Yes, y'all look good. Y'all look real good. Y'all look real good, but they look real bad too. Yeah. And I would have needed more points from the Pittsburgh Steelers with the way that these Baltimore Ravens played. I'd have needed way more than that. Way more than 18. Yeah. But you know, since this was actually a dog fight, and that's just what it was. It was a dog fight. You ain't had this nowhere else in the NFL yesterday. It was a dog fight. And it was beautiful. Yeah. It was beautiful. I mean, just the score. Everything was beautiful, dog. If you love football, it was beautiful.
Yeah.
Definitely. 16-18. Where you get them scores at? You know what I mean? Where you just had two defenses like just refusing to let their team down.
Yeah, definitely. That's exactly.
And look, the Ravens only came up a little short on the defensive end. Pittsburgh did their thing 100%.
Yeah.
They did their thing 100%. But the Ravens only lost by 2 points. And, you know, that defense was because the Steelers should have had a whole lot more points. They shouldn't have had field goals. They should have had points.
Mm-hmm.
And, of course, you can say the same thing for the Ravens. You know what I mean? They should have had points.
Right.
So, but it was a dog fight. It was a bare-knuckle dog fight. I loved it. I can't wait to see the next one.
November 1st. But it ain't going to be a dog fight. We're going to get our thoughts on that one very soon. And then to finish off our Sunday night NFL recap with the Monday night pick, we got C.J. Stroud. We got Nico Collins returning from injury in the big state of Texas, coming to Dallas. We got Houston favored by 7.5 and the over and unders 42.5. What's your thoughts on this one, Parlay Poe?
Well, everybody thinking CJ Stroud gonna sling that ball all over the place, but you got to think Micah back. Mike gonna give a heck of a rush, but with Nico back, that's giving them a boost.
Yeah.
So it can get ugly in Dallas.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It can get ugly. With Cooper Rush too.
You talking about Dallas making it ugly?
Oh, I'm saying Houston can make it look ugly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm saying.
Oh, yeah, I'm about to say, hey, really?
Huh.
Man.
Yeah, it could get ugly. I would like for it to, actually.
Yeah, it can get ugly.
You said you wanted to get ugly.
Yeah, hey, look, Mos B, look, it's just in my blood when I was listening. When I was as a kid, that's when I loved the Steelers. When I was a little kid in the terrace, like 19 years old.
Yeah.
We had them Jack Lambert, Lynn Swan. We look what our dumb selves did, dog. We took our cars that we got out the bubblegum wrapper and we took the tape off of them and smacked them up on our bedroom walls. We didn't know that we were supposed to say, get your fingers off of it, put it up. We had them all. Mean Joe Green, Jack Lambert, you know what I mean? Terry Bradshaw, you know what I mean? Franco, Lance Swan, all of them. Man. We, hey dog, and we took and taped them up on our bedroom wall. My cousins will tell you. I don't know who else did something as dumb as that, but we took them cards and we taped them up to our bedroom wall, bro. And if we had them cards to this day and just didn't touch them or play around with them,
I got photo album.
We got some money. I got cards now too. I hopped in the game. I got a nice Kobe. I got a nice Kobe rookie that's worth some nice piece of change.
Mamba.
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah, but yeah, we take them cards to our wall, man. I still had nightmares about it. Like, dang, if we would have had that card, sheesh, the card be worth some dough.
Definitely.
Right.
So for me in this one, I don't know, man, because I was checking out FanDuel, just checking it out. They trying to figure out if Cooper Rush gonna get 177 yards. And I thought to myself, I've seen him do it. I've seen him go on a 6-game win streak, I believe, when he was starting. And I thought they should have brought him out to start of the next season, just being myself. But I don't know. I don't know what Cooper's going to do tonight. So I'm definitely going with Houston. And I think Houston could get 40-plus themselves. And we know teams are known to come in Dallas and put a spanking on them cowgirls. Yes, I said it. Them cowgirls, because they playing a little bit like they got them tutus and skirts back on.
Yeah, they've been looking vulnerable, man. Man, they've been looking like whoever wants something better go get it.
Man, listen, because Dallas that's easy money sniper, as they call KD, man, for sure. So I got Houston winning, and I got the over because I just think if anything, CJ Stroud, he gonna come out, he gonna try to drop a dime to Nico, he gonna try to drop him another dime to Dale, and he gonna hand one off to Joe, and Joe gonna get on in that end zone, and that's gonna start the route for these Houston Texans and Dallas. And, you know, everybody try to make a name for themselves in that stadium. They say that Jerry Jones built, but it looked like he's the one that's bringing it down right now.
Oh, yeah.
Dallas. And Micah Parsons is definitely, it's definitely good to see him back. So I actually want to see how he plays tonight against this Houston Texas offense, because, you know, for me, it's just like I'm looking at what we talked about last week. Is it a situation where you go get Micah Parsons?
You don't even need no letters. It's stupid. Why do you use letters?
Duffel bag and Louis Vuitton gift wrap and open it to him and present a gift and be them 3 number 1 draft picks. And if you get Micah Parsons, I think any organization a jump on draft picks for Parsons right now. So I think he planned for a contract in many ways for it to increase. And Dallas just got to answer some questions this year, man. Definitely got some questions to answer over there in Dallas, man, for sure. What's your I was thinking of possibly jumping on and just tomorrow afternoon throwing in some just random questions as we go. I had just been a little tired over the weekend with the work, and then I was up late watching that game last night. I ended up getting in from work, taking my notes, man. I sat here and dozed off in front of my computer. I wake up, computer that went dead and everything, and I was like, ooh, I said, there go the 4:30 start. But nah, it's always a pleasure, man, when y'all join, and I really appreciate it, man, for sure.
Just let me
You know how we do.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
You know how we do it. Don't stop.
Yeah, don't stop.
It don't stop, baby. DB, it don't stop, baby.
Let's see what these see what these Texans talking about, man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wrap it up then. Appreciate everybody tuning in, man. Make sure y'all like and subscribe. Not only Level Up Sports 10, y'all better go Ask Somebody Podcast, City League TV,
Let's
WTP
go.
Sports Dudes. We got Parlay Pose 3. We got it coming. And
Yeah,
we got
it coming.
FanDuel.
We got a lot coming.
He part of the group. And
Yeah, we got a lot coming.
Basketball show. We got to do everything.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
it's coming. It's all coming.
Yeah.
And we got some cash.
Because that NBA about to go down too. Hey, we really about to get this NBA jumping too.
Yeah.
Like we got a lot of work, man. We got a lot of stuff to look at, man. It's a beautiful time, man.
Let's
go. Let's get it. Them WTP Sports Dudes, man. We doing it in all type of ways, baby.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Make sure y'all like, subscribe, man. Tune in. I'll probably pop in and just go ahead and hit them with that surprise, man. Might even start something for the NBA tomorrow, man. So we could just get this thing, keeping it going. And as we always do, man, Level Up Sports 10, WTP Sports Do City League.
Yes, sir.
Master Zaya.
Yes, sir. Let's go.
Peace.
One D out.
Yes, sir.
Salute. Love y'all, man.
Love you
Love you too.
Yes, sir.